Yeah, L.O.T.S approved, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Welcome everybody. Listen, we are not streaming live on YouTube. Well, my other YouTube channel, all right? L.O.T.S approved media, we're not streaming live. I think I got a strike on that channel, y'all. Okay, listen. How y'all like that intro, though? I love the intro. Shout out to Ezo. Thank you for the intro. Thank you for that intro music. Much, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Listen, I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. I am the incomparable, the author imitator, but cannot be duplicated. The kid they take their style from. The kid that they took their style from. You dig what I'm saying? My bad. I'm seeing all type of messages pop up. Yo, listen, I'm the incomparable, the author imitator, never duplicated. The kid they took their style from, the appointed, the one that was elected. All right? The voice that counts. This is, I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, and this is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. All right? And this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 46. That part be smart. Much appropriate. Now, I don't think that we streaming off of YouTube too. Like we having some issues here. All right. Now, you guys, it's been a eventful week, to say the least. This week has been super eventful. Okay. What we got to speak about? You guys know there's a new thing going back and forth. We got Kodak and Boosie going back and forth. Apparently, Kodak Black has did a song with 6ix9ine. All right. You guys know 6ix9ine, the one that brags about being a rat. And we'll speak more about that. We'll go in depth about that, okay? Also, we're going to speak about Travis Scott. Now, if you guys don't know, Travis Scott was supposed to have a show in Egypt. There was a show that's supposed to take place in Egypt in which they canceled Travis Scott's show. They felt that it was in their best interest to cancel that show. Travis Scott is being accused of having Masonic rituals, okay? Satanic Masonic rituals, in which that resulted in them they canceled the show that he would have in Egypt. All right, so we're gonna speak about that also. Very, 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 very eventful week. They speaking about Tupac. All right, so we still trying to figure out who killed Tupac. Are we not? We still trying to figure out. And it looks like the investigation proceeds. All right, they went to Mr. I forget who this guy. Okay, there's Orlando, the guy that was accused of murdering Tupac, all right? Well, there's another guy that goes by the name of Keefy D. All right, Keefy D is a West Coast, very known on the West Coast, all right? Out that Crip gang. Now, Keefy D, he did some type of arrangement with the FBI, with the feds, in which that he received some type of, I don't know how you say immunity, right? Some type of immunity where he was able to disclose certain things about cases, and even if he was implemented in the case, they couldn't charge him with that. All right, so we're gonna speak about Tupac. Looks like the Tupac investigation continues. All right, and once again, Boosie and Kodak is going crazy on the internet. We'll speak about that too. There's a list of other things. Let's just start off with that. I don't even want to go down. Let's just start off with the Boosie and the Kodak. All right, you guys keep in mind we're not streaming on YouTube right now. Okay, I got a YouTube strike, so we're not streaming on YouTube right now. We're directly streaming from Facebook. All right, shout out to everybody in the building. You guys make sure salute to Paul Bizzle. All right, you guys make sure that you guys are hitting that like button as soon as you guys come in the building. As soon as you guys come in the room, hit that like button. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. Same way you do at your parents' house, at your grandparents' house. Do that here for me also. Wipe your feet on the rug. Also, what I need you guys to do is make sure that you guys are subscribing to the channel. Smash the subscription buttons. Okay, so every time that we drop new content, you guys will get notified. And like I always say, don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. Says a hater. And definitely don't want to be a peeping Tom, because y'all know what they do to peeping Toms. And I don't know if you guys know. Once again, we got some intro music, and I'm loving it. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like just bringing that joint back one more time. That part, bring it back one more time. Bring it back one more time. Shout out to Ezo. Big up the Ezo on that intro music. Much needed, brother. All right. So you guys see that we adding to the show. We adding. It's coming. All right. Once again, I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. I am the incomparable. Once again, the author imitator, but cannot be duplicated. The kid they take their style from. I keep creating it and they keep taking it. All right. I am the elected, the appointed, the voice that counts. That part. Once again, I'm L.O.T.S approved, and this is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And this is the let me just tell you, welcome. You guys are all welcome to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 46. That part. Also, all right, that's enough of that. Let's bring that down. Let's bring that down. That's enough of that. All right. Shout out to Ezo on the intro. All right, and we're gonna speak about Lil Jay too. So let's get to it. Let's talk about this Kodak Black and this Boosie. All right, so apparently, you guys know Kodak Black is no stranger to controversy, all right? And nonetheless, it seems like this is going on again. So now, Kodak Black has done a record with the infamous 6ix9ine. Now, you guys already know 6ix9ine, he's basically been outcasted by the hip-hop community, all right? He's trying to find a way to get back inside the building. And this may be his opportunity, right? Somehow 6ix9ine was able to have Kodak agree on doing music together. All right. And in which they said that they're soon to drop a track. Now, you guys already know Kodak has that street stamp. Kodak is street stamped, no matter what. Been to prison, and we'll say that prison is part of your accolades as a street nigga. All right. Kodak Black is well celebrated. He's loved amongst the youth as well as the adult. I'm a fan of Kodak Black. Now, this one move, everybody might not be a fan of Kodak Black because Kodak Black is receiving a lot of backlash for doing the song, for considering and actually carrying out and doing the song with 6ix9ine. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure that 6ix9ine is back at the house rubbing his hands like Birdman. Facts, because 6ix9ine knows. 6ix9ine is premeditated. He's very cerebral, very smart. Some might say he's a genius. That's a very smart kid. All right. So 6ix9ine is not losing on his end. It's more so about Kodak Black. Now, you guys let me know. How do you feel? Is this gonna help? Is this gonna hinder or hurt Kodak Black's street credibility? Which in turn subsequently will lead to less record sales? What you guys think about that? Because that is what Kodak Black is facing. Kodak Black's main concern is street cred, losing sales, diminishing, and stuff like that. People being turned off by him working with such an artist with that type of jacket on him. All right. But nonetheless, let me tell you something. Somebody's spoken up, and this person that spoke up, Kodak always is letting people know that he rocks with this dude. Kodak seemingly he looks up to him. And who I'm referring to is little Boosie. Boosie badass, all right? Yeah, shots fired. Listen, shots fired. Shots fired. Definitely shots fired, all right? Boosie had some words, some disparaging words to say about Kodak, all right? Obviously, you guys know this was not going to sit well with Boosie. Boosie is considered the street hero, some would say. Boosie, a lot of people look up to Boosie from the streets, obviously. So Boosie feels like he has to uphold a certain stature, right? For the people that support him, his supporters, right? Nonetheless, Boosie has let off some fire, let off some shots. All right, Boosie went on to say he took to social network, I guess once he got wind of Kodak working with 6ix9ine. Boosie said he was super disappointed in 6ix9ine. All right. Boosie also said that 6ix9ine basically sold himself for the money. 6ix9ine did it for the money, right? And Boosie saying no amount of money in the world could have made him do a song with 6ix9ine. All right. Also, Boosie said some things that it was a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. All right. Boosie alluded to saying Kodak's gonna be the next one to snitch because the fact that he did a song with a snitch. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't know if I subscribe to that. And once again, Zoe Life or No Life, shout out to Kodak. And we'll talk about this Haitian shit too, because Boosie spoke about the Zoe shit too. All right. So, and also he said that he alluded to saying that Kodak Black would do something strange for some change of approximate 30 million. Now, if you guys notice, I don't say certain things because certain things are sensitive to the internet. And that's the reason why you don't want to do certain things. And I don't want to get shadow banned. I don't want to get no strike. And I can't go on a week because I remember I was on Facebook and I couldn't go on for a week. Now I'm on YouTube and I can't go on for a week. They took me off. All right. So with that being said now, but we're still going to post this on YouTube, no doubt. Now, with that being said, Boosie had some words for Kodak, and Kodak has responded to Boosie, but for some reason, well, he's yet to respond. Kodak wants to respond, but according to Kodak, he can't go live. He spoke to Whack 100. Now, there's a guy on the West Coast go by the name of Whack 100. Well, Whack 100 seems like he's the mediator, the liaison. Whack 100 seems like he's the one that put this together. All right? So somehow Whack 100 was able to do the impossible and have a super street creditable artist, rap artist, work with a well-known, self-proclaimed. This is not alleged. He's a self-proclaimed snitch. All right, this guy, he promotes snitching. All right, this guy did a video wearing with rat costumes and stuff like that. He made a mockery of snitching, right? So now you have this back and forth, shots fired. Boosie has fired shots. Kodak Black is looking to respond to Boosie. Now, let me get to Boosie. Mr. Boosie, let me tell you something, man. I seen that Boosie said something about the Haitian community. I seen Boosie said something about the Haitian community, and I just want to address that. Boosie said a lot of them Zoes is going to be mad. He said a lot of us, you know, I'm Haitian, right? Boosie, for one, speaking about our community in that manner, and really what you're trying to do, you're trying to bait our community to go against Kodak Black. If one thing you know about Haitians, we stick together. Not to say that we're gonna vouch or we condoning what Kodak Black is doing, but things have to unveil. Things have to unveil because there's a lot of contract stipulations with what Kodak did with 6ix9ine. Okay, Kodak didn't just do a song with 6ix9ine. There's some stipulations there. There's some major bread there, and we haven't even heard the song. So I know for a fact, I know Kodak Black is not denying that the man is a snitch, right? So I guess the question at hand is it right to do business with a snitch? Right, Boosie? That's the big concern, right? Him being a street dude too. But you guys got to keep in mind now. Keep in mind this. We got to stop mixing the streets with the industry. We got to stop mixing the streets with the industry. And what I'm referring to is, it's like this. We look too high. We look at rappers too high. We hold rappers on pedestals. They're just rappers, Boosie. Boosie, you are just a rapper. Kodak Black is just a rapper. You guys need to stop having so much emotions invested in rappers. All right? The most important influential person in your life, male figure, should be your father. Not all of us grew up with our father, right? What I'm alluding to is a rapper should not be able to let you down to the degree that how we're acting about Kodak Black working with 6ix9ine. Boosie should not be worried to the degree that he is about a rapper working with a rat. We invest too much emotions into rappers. We hold rappers on a high pedestal where we need not be. Because when these rappers disappoint us, it's like the world's over, right? It's like the world's over. So I think Boosie's under the impression that, well, first of all, keep in mind, Boosie is at the forefront of a certain community. So I think Boosie's speaking for the street niggas that's really behind him. But at the same time, keep in mind, Boosie, you kind of like, you being, don't mind us, our community, with our rappers. We're going to deal with Kodak. We'll speak to Kodak. That's an inside thing we speaking about, the Zoe community. That's an inside thing, Boosie. So do us a favor, try to keep our names out of this while you're speaking about this. Because you're putting in correlation with being Haitian as opposed to just dealing with the man, just the issue, the man himself, which he's just a man. And we don't know the contract stipulations to Kodak Black. All right, we're going to wrap it up real quick. But I'm going to say this for the most part. Boosie, do me a favor. Stop putting so much feelings and putting so much into rappers and what they're doing, right? Because they're just human beings. Rappers are just human beings. We shouldn't be holding rappers on a high pedestal like that. All right. So nonetheless, there's a lot more things that we have to address today. We'll get back on that. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna unveil throughout the internet. Boosie and Kodak are gonna. I'm presuming that this It's going to go back and forth. There's going to be a lot of responses between Kodak and Boosie in reference to this situation with Kodak Black working with 6ix9ine. All right. And yeah, and I heard that the track is fire too. So I'm not saying I condone it, but at the same time, I'm not condemning what a man does. Because I don't look at Kodak like a superhero, nor do I look at Lil Boosie as a superhero. They're just rappers. They're human beings. All right. Now, while we continue on this subject, there's a guy that goes by the name of Travis Scott. All right. Now, this subject is serious. Forget all the Boosie and the Kodak. This subject is serious. All right. Travis Scott, if you guys know last year, Travis Scott had an event. All right, to say the least. He had an event in which the event, there was a lot of symbolism of Satan at the event. Now, people were at the event and there was some things that took place at the event, right? I think some people passed away, rest in peace. Some people passed away. But when people described the event, the people that were in attendance at the event, they were saying that it reminded them of hell. Now, this got swept under the rug, right? I think he was able to go around the lawsuits. He didn't receive any lawsuits. But let's keep in mind, what I'm alluding to once again is it seems like Travis Scott doesn't mind having that type of imagery, no satanic imagery associated with his name, right? But you guys know there's going to be some backlash for that. Well, it looks like he had a show that was booked for Egypt, right? He booked the show. Well, Egypt found it was in their best interest to cancel his show. All right, and you guys, if you guys don't know, I'm speaking about Travis Scott. Now, Mr. Travis Scott, what Egypt was speaking about Travis Scott having satanic masonry imagery, right, at his shows, in which they feel like it was in their best interest not to have this man perform in their country, right? And I want to clap it up. Yeah. Facts though. Clap it up for Egypt. All right, clap it up for Egypt. Travis Scott with the satanic masonry imagery. It looks like somebody who actually held him accountable and said he cannot perform in their country. This is the first time, right? Because we know in our country it probably would have went on. I'm not going to go into the politics, but not everybody's with that satanic imagery that Travis Scott. And what I'm trying to say is, Travis Scott, you on my radar. Travis Scott is on my radar because I'm trying to see what is he pushing. What agenda is Travis Scott pushing? Is Travis Scott a Christian? Is Travis Scott an atheist? Is he a Satanist? Or he just don't believe in nothing, right? Maybe he doesn't just believe in nothing. But what I'm gonna say is the satanic imagery led to some people losing their lives at that event, right? And it looks like Egypt was aware of that and they took the necessary precautions and they canceled the man's show. So Travis Scott would not be performing in Egypt. Now, you guys know Travis Scott, credit to him. Travis Scott is a great performer. He gives a great performance, but he went left with the satanic imagery. Because once again, the people that were in attendance at the event, they said that they felt like they was in hell. Why would you want to? I wouldn't want to go to a show and I feel like I'm in hell. I don't even know what hell feels like. But people were saying that they felt like they were in hell. All right. You guys make sure when you guys come in the building, hit that like button. All right. Keep in mind, we're not streaming on YouTube today. I call it a YouTube strike. We're not streaming on YouTube today. We're strictly on Facebook and Twitter. I have another YouTube page I need you guys to get acclimated with. So Don't Shoot the Messenger YouTube page. All right. I need everybody to go over there and subscribe to that page for me. All right. And I'm going to upload this episode, which is episode number 46. We on episode 46. Is the countdown to episode 50. Drop a bomb to that. Drop a bomb to that. Drop a bomb to that. We on our way to episode 50. That part. Yeah. We on our way to episode 50. All right. We got new intro music and we got some outro music. Shout out to Ezo. Yeah, we curating, we growing, and I need you guys to grow with me. All right. So nonetheless, Travis Scott's show is canceled for satanic Masonic imagery. All right. And I peep what Travis Scott is doing. And I ain't gonna lie, I would be in agreement with Egypt, right? I would be concerned about that also. Now, moving along. Let's speak about these. Let's speak about these rappers that are having videos that are coming out on rappers in prison. All right, listen. The prison system as of lately has been releasing videos of these rappers, and majority of these rappers are considered drill rappers, right? I don't know how all this footage is being released on the internet. I don't know how people get their hands on it. I know some of that is public domain, but I don't know how this is being released on the internet. We're gonna have a funeral today, if you guys don't know. So I'm welcome you guys, and I hope everybody's in attendance. We're gonna read his eulogy, and we're gonna have a funeral for a rapper by the name of Lil Jay. All right. But we're gonna save that. So let's speak about King Von for the most part. All right, King Von has been having some videos being released online. These are some prison videos of the things that he was doing when he was in prison, right? And the crazy thing is now, it's funny how when King Von passed away, we're learning more about King Von when he passed away than when he was actually here, right? So with that being said, King Von is seen. I'm gonna show you one video. There's one video where King Von slips out of his handcuffs, right? He's handcuffed. He's able to slip out of the handcuffs and went to beating this dude and giving him the works, giving him the beats, all right? So some people say that some people are under the assumption that King Von can't fight. Some people, I've seen people online saying that King Von's a shooter. He can't fight. Negative. Listen, I'm a street nigga, right? I know when something's fugazi. I can tell you when something's not right. And I can tell you when somebody's like that. I'm not saying that he's a superhero. You guys, people take people and put them on pedestals. We're all human beings. We all have flaws, right? So I'm not turning nobody to no superhero and making them so far-fetched, like as if they're not capable of doing certain things. But King Von had hands. There's multiple videos being released, prison videos, seeing King Von throwing hands. All right, King Von was throwing them hands, and Von got hands. I don't throw hands like that, but the mic's in the way. All right, obviously that looked kind of weird. I don't fight from the side like that. You heard? Shout out to Joel. Shout out Joel in the building. Facts though. Shout out to my dog in the building. All right. So with that being said, King Von got hands. King Von definitely has hands. All right. And I just want to say, to dispel those rumors. Now, King Von was seen. There's something that was controversial seen online, right? You guys tell me what you guys think about this. King Von was seen coming out of the cell. All right. When you in jail, right? We have this term called checking out, right? It's like when you in the cell and you don't want to be in that cell no longer, you do something to check out, or some say checking in, right? Well, this is what happens with King Von. King Von is seen at one point. You see King Von, he's in front of, I guess he was in the cell, and the guards brought him out of the cell, in which the guards are speaking to King Von. They're conversating. And King Von went as far to tell the officer that he's gay. King Von told the officers that he's gay, and that the inmates were getting at him. The inmates was trying to harm him just because of his sexuality. Wait 1 second. King Von, it's on camera. This is not alleged. This is on camera. All right. King Von is saying that he is gay. He's telling the officer. Down here, we call them COs, right? He's telling the CO. Maybe that's the term everywhere. He's telling the CO, I'm gay. And the reason why they're trying to attack me is because of my sexuality. Now, when you're doing that in the prison system, you know that they have to do something about that. That's something that's a concern, right? You can't go around that. So with that being said, he requested to be in PC. If you guys don't know what PC is protective custody. All right. This is what most rappers, most street niggas, if you're a street nigga, they consider you being in PC. That's not no street nigga shit. That means that you soft. That means you're not built like that. Right? So now King Von requested to be in PC. Now, prison systems are kind of different. What they're doing in Chicago is not necessarily what they're doing in Florida, right? Chicago is a little bit different. Chicago's a little bit different with their prison system, okay? I've seen Chicago where they talking about the Glock dookie, where they throw doodoo at people. You know what I mean? That's a practice. They do something where they talk about spitting in your butt and woo and spit. And when you do stuff like that, they have to write that up, right? So it's kind of like you got sexually, it was something took place. I forgot what the term is, but it's kind of like you got touched. So they have to remove you and they have to make a report on it. And that report follows you, right? It's kind of like being in prison and you get caught with another man, right? And you're not supposed to be having sex in prison. So when they're doing that, that gets written up. And all those are considered in the same category, right? So you have King Von that's claiming that he wants to be in PC. He's claiming that he's gay. What I'm trying to say is King Von, they're trying to say that King Von was flawed for saying that. They're saying that that was not gangster. You can't do that, right? Because y'all know how the rules is, right? Different rules. The gangster, let me say something. You ask somebody, ask 5 people what's their definition of gangster, and I guarantee you all 5 of them are going to have a different definition of gangster. Some people feel like it was okay that he did that. Obviously, a lot of people were not okay with that, right? For one, they say he should just went in the cell and did what he had to do. So what I'm asking, was King Von smart for getting out of the cell, knowing that if he would have been in that cell, he would have had to fight all them dudes? Is he a coward for that? Is King Von a coward for checking out? That's the question, right? Do you guys agree with King Von pretending to be gay to get out of a cell? Does that hurt his gangster credibility? I don't know these days, because the gangsterism is taking a whole different effect now. There's different rules to this, right? You got online gangsters, you got gay gangsters, you got a lot of different type of gangsters out here. So just answer that. You guys leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how you feel about King Von. Is he still a gangster for what he did? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let you guys tell it at this point, right? Because I'm a little confused at that. Because I think that maybe I thought that you check out, you go PC. That ain't gangster going PC. But contrary to what I think, other people are saying contrary to that. They're saying that, nah, that's what you got to do sometimes. I see Big Zoo, THF, Big Zoo out of Chicago. He said that's his shorty, that's his dog. And he said that he was thorough for doing that. Or not necessarily thorough, but he just tried to vouch for him, vouch for his credibility. Not saying that he condoned what he did, but he vouched for Von's credibility. All right. So he came to King Von's defense. And we're speaking about King Von right now. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys seen online, there's a lot of videos surfacing online, all right, of rappers behind the wall and the acts that they're committing behind the wall. Now, these things are not supposed to be disclosed to the public. So if you're doing stuff in prison, apparently we can access that. So whatever you guys are doing in jail, trust me, it can come to the light, right? And we're going to speak about Lil Jay, because Lil Jay was seen with a man sitting on his lap. Let's get to that. All right. Lil Jay was seen with a man sitting on his lap. Now, moving along. Shout out to King Von. Rest in peace to King Von. All right. This is what I want to speak about. They're still doing an investigation on Tupac Shakur. It seems like a lot of people done forgot about Tupac. And they don't realize that this investigation is still on its way. It's still underway. Some of us were under the assumption that they stopped investigating the case. Well, apparently they didn't. All right, so there's a guy by the name of Keefe D. Now, Keefe D was Orlando Anderson's cousin, uncle. I'm not sure, right? Orlando Anderson was the one that took responsibility for killing Tupac. And Keefe D was in the car with Orlando Anderson when Tupac got killed. Apparently, Keefe D was the one driving. Well, Keefe D, his girlfriend, somebody in his family, house got raided. Well, a warrant, door got kicked in, right? A search warrant. Keefe D took some type of immunity, right? Keefe D snitched on some people. Apparently, I don't know if these people were dead. They're no longer living, because it's a different type of telling now. People telling on dead people. I don't have no horse in the race. I'm not going at Keefe D for that, right? But I'm just telling you guys how things have changed out here. So they kicked in Keefe D's girlfriend's door, right? So they're doing an investigation on Tupac. So the murder of Tupac Shakur, the investigation is still on its way. Now, this case, this is gonna be a crazy case. Let me tell you something, man. With the death of Tupac, there was a lot of conspiracy theories with the death of Tupac. A lot of conspiracy theories. All right. Tupac, they were saying there was police involved with Tupac's case. They were saying that people conspired to kill Tupac. There was a conspiracy behind it. They were saying that certain organizations were involved with the death of Tupac. What I'm trying to say is, once they start to unravel, I'm surprised. I thought they were going to let the Tupac thing die out, right? Because there's so many parties involved that you don't want to disclose, and you don't want to open those can of worms. There's going to be some people implemented in this Tupac Shakur murder that is going to be a reflection on the system also. And people are going to start looking at the system as the system failed us. The system failed Tupac, right? Because I've heard there was police involved with Tupac's murder. Blood members. Police blood members. Shout out to Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright was part of Death Row. He was a known officer in Death Row. So you guys know Death Row had officers, right? Y'all aware that Death Row had police on their payroll. All right. So once again, this Tupac situation, Tupac murder is still under investigation, and they're kicking down doors right now. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to unravel, and there's going to be a lot of things that that we thought took place that are going to give us confirmation, and it's going to dispel a lot of conspiracies. Either way, it looks like they're pursuing it. And for it to be in the tabloids, to be in the media like that, you know that they're definitely trying to figure out. I think they already know who killed Tupac. I think what they're trying to do is just basically say it's time to bring it to the public. So maybe we're going to have the opportunity to actually hear, all of us is going to be able to hear how Tupac was actually murdered and who was involved with Tupac's murder. Because I don't think it was a street situation, to be honest with you. I don't think Tupac's murder was a street situation. I think Tupac's murder, there were some parties involved that they definitely don't want to disclose. I'm not going to keep going too deep into it, but just keep in mind, there's certain things that happen in life when you investigate certain things. There's certain people that you're going to expose, and it's bigger than the actual person that got murdered. The situation is bigger than Tupac. The people that's involved is actually bigger than Tupac. So that's why they didn't want to, at first, really break down the case. They didn't really want to find the murder. They didn't really want to dig deep into the case in the beginning, because there's a lot of parties involved that wasn't supposed to be involved. All right. And I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't going to go too far into that. All right. Now, let's go. We got a lot of things to speak about. All right. I want to speak about something, man. We're gonna go. Let's go into this. We're gonna go to a funeral, man. I wanted you guys to come in today. I told you guys it's gonna be a funeral. We had a funeral last week. You know what I mean? We had a funeral with the Island Boys. I know you guys seen Island Boys kissing on the internet. That led to me. I had to do a funeral, right? So we basically canceled out. The Island Boys is canceled on the internet. All right, and it's gonna stick. We'll see. We have somebody else this week. All right, you guys. There's a rapper that goes by the name of Lil Jay out of Chicago. Chicago drill rapper. All right, he's a drill rapper pioneer. All right, Lil Jay was one of the first recognized drill rappers that was getting that recognition. All right, and I do consider him a pioneer. Now, Lil Jay was on his way. He was on the rise. Okay, he had his own dance moves. He had some little dance move that he used to do that everybody used to copy. He was on the rise until he went into something where he caught a conspiracy to murder. He caught a murder case in which he had to do 7 years for that case in 2015. Now, he came out last year, and he took off. He caught motion as soon as he came out. So shout out to Lil J. I ain't gonna give no shout out. Let me stop with the shout out. I don't want to shout out Lil J right now. But I'm gonna say this. Lil Jay, he got back out here and he was making music and people were receptive to his music, right? It's hard for a rapper to go from jail, to go to prison, doing all that time, come back and sit on the throne again. Lil Jay seemed like he had motion when he came back out here, right? So Lil Jay is a person that never reached his full capacity. He never reached his full potential because he went to prison. Well, it looks like Lil Jay is still not going to be able to reach his full potential. Nonetheless, Lil Jay was caught with a gun with a switch on it. All right, you guys know about the switch, right? That's the rapid fire. That's a little switch that you put on. It don't go pop out, it go brrr. Well, he had that on his pistol and he caught that charge. So he's currently incarcerated, in which I believe the feds picked up the case, right? Now, remember I told you guys there's some videos that are surfacing online of rappers. There's a lot of videos surfacing online of rappers as of lately. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who is allowing this, but it's all over the internet and I don't know when it's going to stop. Nor do I care for it to stop, because what they said, what's done in the dark shall come to the light, regardless of the fact. All right, so now, Lil Jay was seen online, all right? There's always been rumors about Lil Jay being liking men. There's always been online. I guess he messed with punks. There's always been that rumor. But maybe there was some validity to it, but we didn't have no actual evidence. We didn't have no evidence. Finally, some evidence has come online. All right. Now, Lil Jay responded to the video. And he did the obvious. Lil Jay said that's not him. He said, man, look at the head. Look at the tattoos. The tattoos don't match. That's not me. But ironically enough, all of his comrades, keep in mind, Lil J is GD. He's a gangster disciple. So you got guys like King Yella. You got guys like Billionaire Black. You got J Main. J Main, he's beady. He's Black disciple. You got gangster disciple, you got Black disciple. All these guys that are GD, they're saying that that's him. Famous Dex said that's Jay. So all your friends that are familiar with you, they identified you in the video, Lil Jay. They say that's you. Billionaire Black said that's you. King Yella said that's you. Famous Dex said that's you. Those are his comrades once again. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to elude us with this one. Today's Lil Jay's funeral. Okay. You guys ready to get this started? All right. Lil Jay, Chicago drill rapper pioneer Lil Jay, responsible for spearheading the drill music, which is a subgenre of hip hop. Lil Jay, it pains me to do this. You never were able to reach your full potential. You've been stagnant on your ascension to the top. Prison stagnated you, Lil Jay. You started developing some motion out here and then you went left. You went left. Lil Jay, today is your funeral. This is your official funeral, bruh. Not you dying physically, but musically. On the internet, your career as we know it is dead. Hold up. Lil Jay, your career is dead as we know it. It's dead as we know it. I just want to tell you that. After you do your time, Lil Jay, things will be different when you get released back on the streets. And once again, like I said, this pains me. Another soldier died from what? Another case of clout chasing. Another case of clout chasing. Listen, man, Lil Jay, I just want to tell you, brother, rest in peace, my brother. It was cool knowing you. Maybe not great, but it was cool knowing you. All right? Your career is over, brother. On behalf of L.O.T.S Approved Media, this is Lil Jay's funeral. Career funeral. All right? You dead up here, B. Go that way. With that part, with that being said. Now listen, Guys, there's a lot of different things going on. A lot of different things going on throughout the week. Throughout the week, there's been a lot of different things. Also, with you guys seen with Lil Boosie took back his daughter's car. Listen, Lil Boosie's daughter was seen going off on Lil Boosie. She was calling him all type of names. And it looks to be, I'm not going to dwell too long on this. All right. Shout out to Whistler in the building. Shout out to Brun in the building. That part. Yeah, that part. Make sure you guys listen. We're not streaming on YouTube today. All right. So we're just on Facebook and Twitter. All right. I've been striked. I got caught a strike on YouTube. I'm not going to be able to upload on YouTube for 1 week. All right. I have another YouTube channel. It's called Don't Shoot the Messenger. I need you guys to subscribe to that channel. Okay. And I'm going to upload this on that channel. And I'm going to keep this on Facebook also. This is episode number 46. All right. Let me reset the building. I go by the name of L.O.T.S. Approved. All right. And this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 46. I need everybody to get acclimated to what's going on here. All right. Thank you for everybody. Welcome. Now listen, like I said, Boosie's daughter was seen going off on him. Now, Boosie and his daughter's going off. I'm not gonna dwell too hard on this, but I'm gonna say this. This is what I don't like. I don't like when families spill their business on the streets. I don't like that. I feel like when family go at each other on the streets, when they spill it out to the public, both of you guys are embarrassing each other, right? I got you, champ. I'm gonna send out that link. I'm gonna put the link to my new YouTube page in the comment section so you guys know to go over there, all right, and subscribe to the channel. All right, like I said, I got a strike. I put up some of that King Von fighting footage, and YouTube gave me a strike for that, right? I thought I had to. Well, it's a long story, but they gave me a strike for that, and they say I cannot upload on YouTube for a week. All right, no, one monkey don't stop no show. Just know that. But I need you guys to get acclimated to the next channel too. All right. So do me that favor. Do me that favor. So let's get back to Boosie and his daughter. So with that being said, Boosie and his daughter was seen online. His daughter's going off on Boosie. What Boosie said is that his daughter left unbeknownst to him. I guess she was living with him in ATL and she left the house unbeknownst to him. Now, Boosie said it's ironic that she left right before the mother went to file child support papers on Boosie. Now, this is a big subject, right? Shout out to Boosie and his daughter. We're not going to make a mockery of this. We're going to handle this with care, with kids' gloves. We're going to handle this with care. We're going to be careful. So with that being said, Boosie with his daughter, Boosie's daughter, she's going off on her father. This is a situation where you have the mother that's involved. This is sad right here. This is when kids adopt their parents' issues, which I highly recommend that they don't do that. I highly recommend that parents do not instill the same hate that you have for your significant other, for your mate. Don't instill that into your children. This is what's going on. The daughter, kids tend to take on their parents' battles. So if the father is having a problem, and usually it's the mother side that the child takes, right? Primarily it's the mother side because a woman being the weaker vessel, so-called weaker vessel, but we know women are very strong. We come to women's rescue, especially as kids. I love my mama, so nobody can say nothing about my mama. Can never be wrong in my eyes, no matter who she's up against, right? And nonetheless, I feel like that's the same situation with Boosie, the daughter taking the mother's side. Now, Boosie went on to say that the mother's been caught stealing over 12 times, and that's when things went left for me. Boosie just revealing that stuff right there. You can't take that back, bro. When you're a father, you have to be the bigger man. It should be safe to assume that position because you raised that child. You should never resort to what the child is doing. The child should never be able to bring you down, bring your morality down, bring your wisdom down. The child should never be able to do that, right? You're the parent, you take the higher role because you know that child, you raise that child, you know that child's anger, you know how far that child's going to take it. So you possessing that wisdom, that should give you the reassurance that you don't need to act up, that you shouldn't be so emotionally invested, right? But that's kind of contradicting because that's your child. You emotionally are going to be invested with that, all right? But nonetheless, it seems like the business is out on the streets. The daughter had some things to say about Boosie. Boosie repossessed his daughter's car. Let's get to it. She had an $80,000 Mercedes Benz, in which Boosie confiscated the Benz because the daughter left the house to go live with the mother. Now, my question is, y'all, was he right for taking back the Benz? To me, to be honest with you, Biden, the dog be tripping. Now listen, to me, to be honest with you, I don't know about taking back vehicles and taking back things. Because when at that age, you taking that back from that child. That's just gonna make a child want to go get it on their own. That's gonna make a child denounce you, especially at her age. Because you empower the child with independency and then you take back the independency. Mind you, I don't have no child. I'm just speculating right now, right? I don't have kids. But one thing I do know as a kid, because I was a kid at one point, right? When my parents took things from me, it made me not want it back. It made me just want to go get it on my own. That part, I want to show you how independent I'm on. I'm gonna show you that I can get it on my own. One monkey don't stop no show, right? So I'm curious to know you guys' opinion on that. But apparently Boosie took back an $80,000 Mercedes Benz, in which Boosie said now, because of the words that his daughter's been saying, Boosie said he's gonna donate that vehicle to charity. It's a nice Benz. The Benz is actually, it's a pink Benz. It looks like it's matte pink. A pink Benz for the daughter. And Boosie said he's gonna donate that to charity. So I see Boosie all over the internet, concerned about the gangster shit and all that. Boosie, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Being so concerned about the gangster shit is cool. I think that you've monetized being gangster, so I think that's why you really go so hard with it, because that's the reason why these social platforms are even allowing you to be so vocal on there. That's why people are seeking you to be interviewed, because they want to hear that gangster rhetoric, because they know it's gonna equivalent to views, right? So I think Boosie is doing a little bit of clout chasing, just a little bit, right? But he's chasing a different type of clout. It's an integrity clout. It's not like he's selling his soul for the clout. It's a different type of clout chasing, but he is clout chasing. All right? Definitely. Now, you guys, like I said, this is a very eventful week. A lot of different things have been going on this week, right? I wish I can get to my phone because my phone dead, because I have a lot of topics at hand. So let's go down to it. There's some things that took place. Wait one moment. Oh, this is what we got to get to. All right. Listen, man. There's a guy by the name of, I usually have a list of all my stuff right now, but I'm discombobulated a little bit. There's a guy that goes by the name of Adam22. Now, Adam22, he has a platform. He has a platform called No Jumper. He has a channel on YouTube called No Jumper. Now, Adam22, he's a pioneer of this podcast space. Right now, Adam22, he's going viral. He's viral on the internet right now, right? Adam22 has a platform. At first, his platform, he used to interview underground artists, right? He used to interview artists like Rest in Peace Extension, Little Pump, and he actually exposed me to our underground scene here in Miami. I wasn't even aware of all these artists in Miami. And he's the one that got me acclimated to the underground scene in Miami. So with that being said, now, this No Jumper platform, it started off with interviewing BMX riders and stuff like that, right? We're gonna get to what I'm trying to get to. It started off with BMX riders, and then eventually it leaked off into rappers. So he never used to really interview rappers, all right? Adam22 never used to interview rappers. Eventually he started interviewing rappers. He used to always get ridiculed because he used to be around kids. Adam22 used to always get called out for being around too many kids, right? A man of his age. So now, Adam22 built this platform, which was successful. No Jumper was very successful, right? He had AD, he had T-Rail, He had some gang members that's never been seen before. He actually like gave them a platform and made them bigger, right? So now these guys have their own platforms, in which I give credit to Adam. Adam's a visionary, right? He's how you say it? He's proactive, not reactive. Some people react to what's going on. Some people create and initiate the thing, and they initiate and make people follow them. That's being proactive. I take the initiative and you follow behind me, as opposed to me reacting to what's going on in the system. So now, Adam 22, he does porno. Adam 22 self-proclaimed he does not believe in God. So I would assume he believes in the devil. If you don't believe in God, you believe in the devil. That's neither here nor there. Adam 22 does porno. So now Adam 22's channel has been going through a lot. His channel's been going through a lot. All right. As of lately, all his staff members left him. All his personalities left him subsequently because of some things that Adam was doing, conspiring to do on his platform. Adam was sacrificing his hosts, right? He basically exposes their life, and whatever's happening in their life, he brings it to the camera. Whether it's personal or not personal, he brings it to the camera. So he's exposing their life, right? And that led to, subsequently, they left the platform, in which they formed their own. Shout out to T-Rail with Fig Munity. Shout out to AD and all of them, right? They're very successful right now in their own right and what they're doing with their independency. Now back to Adam. You guys, Adam does porno. So Adam has a wife called Lena the Plug, okay? Lena the Plug. Now, with that being said, Adam doing porno, Adam does porno too. So Adam has a wife that does porno. He met the wife having a threesome. He met his wife having a threesome. Y'all get it? He met his wife. He met his soon-to-be wife through a threesome. He married the woman nonetheless. So now, Adam, we don't know how I don't know how relationship with a porn star go, but we know we as men, we're not gonna share our pussy. We're not sharing our women, right? So somewhere in Adam's head, he's made it to where he's saying that she doesn't sleep outside of the relationship unless it's a porno, unless it's business. And for some reason, Adam finds that honorable. He says Lena the Plug is only having sex on camera. So basically, in Adam's eyes, she's not being disloyal. In Adam's eyes, that's not violation. That's not violating the vows, the vows of marriage, because she's doing it for business, right? This is the mindset of somebody that doesn't believe in God. You don't believe in God, you don't believe in spirituality. When you lay down with somebody, your spirits get interlocked, all right? So every time you lay down, especially if you're hitting that woman raw, you're not using no condom. You're making a connection there. There's an electric connection there. Spirits are combining in that process. But in Adam's head, him being atheist, him not believing in God, obviously he don't believe in spirituality also, right? So in his head, he's fixed in his head to believe that his wife is not being disloyal by sleeping outside the relationship. So what happens now is Adam's wife did a porno. For the first time, she slept with a man since they've been married. I think it's been over a year. What Adam did was now, Adam had his wife go sleep with this guy that goes by the name of Jason Luv. Jason Luv is a well-known porn star. All right, whatever, the BBC. I don't know nothing about that. I barely watch porn, to be honest with you, right? But we gotta speak about this because, like I said, Adam is in the same realm of what I do, right? He's an internet a podcaster. He owns his own channel. He's very successful in his own right. Everybody knows Adam 22 from No Jumper. So now, Adam lets his wife sleep with with Jason Luv, a well-known male porn star. Adam just opened up a can of worms. What happens is now, Jason Luv and Adam are going back and forth after the fact of what happened. So let's break it down. Let's before we even go into Jason Luv and Adam's beef, let's just talk about how Adam felt and how the wife felt in the whole process of them sleeping with Jason Luv. So now, this took place. Adam told his wife, the wife said, yo, I want to sleep with Jason Luv. I want to sleep with somebody. You know what I mean? And the reason she said that is because all her fans keep asking her to go sleep with somebody. Her fans keep asking her, you need to sleep with somebody, sleep with another man other than Adam. Because all they're seeing is Adam, and I say always, I've never seen Adam porno. All right. But they're saying all they're seeing is Adam and Lena the plug. They want to Lena with another man. And a black man. All right. Preferably a BBC black man. Shout out to Jason Luv. That's respect, bro. So now it looks like it took place. Now, Adam said one thing. Adam said that she wasn't allowed to do certain things, in which Lena the plug, she did. For one, it seems like Lena the plug enjoyed the sex. I'm going to be real with you, right? It seems like because they went longer than they expected to go. Adam said no cream pies, no cream pies. She took the cream pie and she ate the cream pie. Shout out to Lena the plug. We can shout her. It's safe to shout out. Shout out to Lena. She ate the cream pie, right? They said Adam left her so stressed. She said she was sore after the fact. This is what happens in the porn world, bro. This is what's going down. So now, Adam's left with his woman. He gets his woman back after Jason Luv does his thing. He gets his woman back. Now, you guys know the biggest concern about us, women sleeping with other men. We don't want our woman sleeping with other men because we know subsequently that woman might end up liking that other man. That's one of our biggest fears, right? Your woman sleeps with another man, enjoys the sex, and eventually she's gonna. We're in fear that she's gonna entertain the thought of doing it again because she's done it before, right? And sleeping with somebody, one person, though it can sometimes be mundane, you still don't want to open up those doors because once you open that door cannot close no longer. Your girl is going to think about sleeping with other men. If you're married and your woman sleep with another man during that marriage with the vows you took, there's a big probability of her sleeping with somebody outside of your relationship again, right? So now, this is going on now. Now, Adam 22, no jumper, has caused chaos on the internet. Everybody's trying to figure out how Adam is feeling. Remember, Adam's an atheist. He don't believe in God. So Adam's trying to leave us under the assumption that he's numb to it, but we know you as a man, Adam, you cannot be numb to that. A man can never be numb to another man sleeping with his wife. No matter how much you try to mind fuck yourself, trick yourself, it'll never happen. You know, in the back of your head, you thinking about your wife sleeping with that man. All right. Now, Jason Luv, they asked Jason Luv a question. Jason Luv has been interviewed. This guy, Jason Luv, I guess he was a stripper back in the days. I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, it's funny how that's synonymous with it's funny. Just all that is just weirdo. It just paints a picture of weirdo. Stripper turned to porn star. This is what happens when you open the doors, right? No disrespect to him, but please don't shoot the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger.
Lots of approved media.
Don't shoot the messenger, all right? Now, with that being said, Jason Luv, he said that they asked him a question. They said, Jason Luv, do you think you had sex with Adam's wife better than him? He said, of course I did. Jason Luv said he did a better job at having sex with Adam's wife than Adam. How's he supposed to receive that? How's he supposed to take that? These are the demons. These are the things that we are concerned about when our woman is sleeping with another man. So I don't know how you could be in the porn industry because a woman in the porn industry, she has to have multiple partners. There's no way, I don't think you could even be married in the porn industry. Remember, marriage is a sacred vow. When you're having a marriage vow, you're making a sacred vow. You're saying that I'm going to keep myself for you. You're going to keep yourself for me, right? And there's a purity that's involved with the vow, right? The reason why we're being exclusive, because we can't introduce that in this sacred vow. It's a sacred vow, right? So that makes it spiritual. And people are kind of taking marriage out of context. All right? They're taking marriage way out of context these days. So now, Adam 22 allows his wife to sleep with Jason Luv. Now, there's other men on the line. There's other men that want to sleep with Lena the plug too, because this done opened the floodgates, all right, the gates of hell, and everybody wants next right now. We're going to speak about it. There's more celebrities that want next with Lena the plug. So now with Adam 22 now, his wife has slept with Jason Luv. Jason Luv is talking about Adam. Jason Luv said he had better sex with Adam's wife than Adam did. But at the same time, Adam is saying, oh, you have something, I have something that you don't have. Adam said, Jason Luv, I have something you don't have. We share this thing called love. He's trying to say that because he loves his wife, and when they having sex and that love is there, it's more meaningful than actually having sex or having how you try to say meaningless sex. Let me tell you something, man. Meaningless sex is great too. You can't really mix the two. Having sex with love, you need love. But at the same time, love and sex is not enough. You got to have a particular type of sex. You have to satisfy your sexual hunger too. All right? You got to satisfy your sexual hunger. So just because your wife loves you or you love your wife and you guys are laying down together, yeah, that you guys lay down together, but yeah, you guys love each other, right? You love each other, but you can't tell me you're not thinking about how weak the sex is. Because love can only do so much. If your partner's lazy in bed, if your partner's inexperienced in bed, that's going to count for something. That's going to count in the realm of sex. So just because your wife loves you, that's not enough to hold two people together. That's not enough to kill all the thoughts of having sex outside that relationship. What you want, you don't want your partner entertaining having sex outside of your relationship. So what you do, you try to go in the bedroom and perform. That's what we do, try to perform. I'm gonna tell you what my uncle told me. There's 3 P's that you gotta do, all right? You gotta protect. You gotta protect your woman. All right. The other P is provide. You gotta provide for your woman. That means you gotta put food on the table. You gotta pay them bills. You gotta make sure she keep a roof over her head. But don't forget the third. Don't forget the third. You got to perform, homie. So guess what? Protect, provide, and perform. These are the 3 things you have to do for your woman. So nonetheless, save the last for best. Perform, all right? You can lose your woman behind not being able to perform. So Adam 22, you saying that you got your woman and he can't do what you do because she loves you? No, she can learn to find somebody with better sex and love them. She can learn to love somebody with better sex. Now, this is a deep subject. This is a deep subject. So now Jason Luv, he's getting interviewed everywhere. So Jason Luv is basically shitting on Adam now. He's saying that he had sex with his wife better than what Adam did, right? So now you have somebody that's been with your wife, and also your wife enjoyed it. Lena the Plug, you enjoyed it. Lena the Plug actually enjoyed the whole process, okay? So now what Lena Plug did now, she like I told you, they were supposed to have sex for a certain amount of time. It extended beyond the time that they were supposed to have sex. So that's an indication that she was enjoying herself. The man cream pied her, in which Adam advised her not to let the man cream pie her. And she ate the pie. So this is a clout chaser move. And we're going to have a funeral for No Jumper soon. We're going to have a funeral for No Jumper soon. All right, clout chasing at its best. This is clout chasing at its best. This is the demise of No Jumper. Okay, this is the demise of No Jumper. So now, back to Lena the Plug. Listen, Lena the Plug and Adam, they're making money right now. Lena the Plug and Adam, they're making money off that sex tape. It's going crazy right now, supposedly. But Adam is being seen on the internet too. Adam's all over the internet. He's responding to people. There's a few other gentlemen that want to sleep with Lena the Plug since they seen Jason Luv get some play. One of the people that played with Adam and getting and wanting to be next in line is a guy that goes by the name K Sanat. K Sanat is one of the biggest streamers ever, especially on Twitch. He's the biggest streamer on Twitch, in which they just signed a deal with Rumble too. And DJ Academics is on Rumble also. All right, so Rumble's another platform that I would take in consideration also, because I think there's more freedom there on that platform, right? But we'll speak about that another time. But nonetheless, Case or not, told Adam that he wants next. So this is what Adam caused. Adam caused a stampede, right? What started off with just you and your wife, a clout chasing, let's get some money. Now this thing is going to spawn into something else. You have other gentlemen that want to sleep with Adam's wife. One being Case or not. Case or not said he wants next. Now he was kind of shy. He said it under his breath. But he definitely said he wants next with Lena the Plug. Now, not just one person. I told you there's 2 people. There's 2 people. Now, this next guy, he's very controversial. He's been they speak about him and Tom Brady's wife. I don't know something. I don't know, right? He goes by the name of Antonio Brown. I put that shit on. Antonio Brown. Shout out to Antonio Brown. All right. Well, Antonio Brown said he wants next too. Antonio Brown took the social network in which he told Adam 22 he wants next with Lena the Plug. He wants next with Lena. Now, Lena responded. Lena responded in a way that it just seemed generic. Lena's response to Antonio Brown was generic. Lena, she responded with a post in which she said, "Why something? I'm a married woman. I can't do that." She said, "I can't do that. I'm a married woman." Right? And I'm paraphrasing. It's not verbatim, but she said, "I'm a married woman," in which she put an emoji with a face and a halo on top of the face. All right. So with that halo on top of the face, she's trying to allude to say that she is an angel. To me, she was being sarcastic. She was being facetious. She was definitely being sarcastic. Listen, I'm about to get deep. Yo, listen, Adam 22. Listen up, Adam. Lena had sex with outside of y'all marriage, outside the confines of y'all vow, and she enjoyed it, Adam, Lena, I heard Lena speak the other day. I heard Lena the Plug speaking the other day, Adam, in which Lena the Plug, she said, well, there was a question brought up, does she see herself being with you forever, woo-de-woo? She didn't answer quick, Adam. Adam, when they asked Lena that question about your relationship and how involved is she and she committed to it, she didn't respond quick, Adam. Lena said something, and Lena said something that it threw me off. All right. Lena said, if she ever breaks up with Adam, people are always going to blame it on her having sex with Jason Luv. Get what I'm saying now? She said if she ever breaks up with Adam, it's going to be a result that people are going to say it's a result of her sleeping with Jason Luv. Homie, Adam, Lena is entertaining the thought of leaving you. You got to keep in mind, Adam, you don't believe in God. Everything is to monetize. You monetize everybody, your friends, your family, everybody. That's questionable. Adam, your intentions are questionable. People question who you are. Anybody that's close to Adam 22 is going to question their relationship at this point. Adam seems to like he would sacrifice anybody for the check. Now, this is something that if you don't believe in God, you probably would sacrifice somebody for the check. All right. I just want to say this, Adam. Lena is definitely entertaining being with other people, Adam. Get ready for the blow. It's going to come in the future. And I'm telling you, that blow is coming. No pun intended. But Lena definitely will be sleeping with other men in the future. All right, Adam. Lena definitely is entertaining the thought of leaving you. She just wants to leave in a way where she doesn't dirty her name. She don't want to leave you, and obviously, don't no woman want to. Let's be clear, man. When women think about marriage, not all women are thinking about marrying you forever. I don't think all women think about marriage forever when they consider marriage, right? Even though that's what you're proclaiming that you're going to do, because those are part of the vows. So death do us part. I don't think most women take that into consideration, right? But that's a whole different podcast. Adam, I just want to tell you that Lena eventually will leave you. All right, get ready for the blow. And just know this is subsequently as a result of you and your actions, you and your beliefs, you being sacrificing people, sacrificing your staff members, sacrificing your wife for a check. All right. And you guys, No Jumper as a platform will never be the same. No Jumper will never be the same again. On my mama, never be the same again. All right. So Adam, I just want to tell you, man, hold your head. And we will do a funeral soon. No Jumper as a channel. The No Jumper name it doesn't hold the same weight no more. It's inconsistent. I don't think no rappers, Adam 22 has lost his credibility at this point. I don't think rappers even care about being interviewed on No Jumper at this point. No Jumper has a certain stigma. So when you're on No Jumper, people are going to assume that you whipped the program because you know this guy's into pornos. You know this guy does not believe in God. Not everybody has to believe in God, but it's safe to say certain things about you when you don't believe in God. You got to believe in a higher power, my G. You have to believe in higher power. So I just want to say we're going to have a funeral for Adam 22 and No Jumper. Definitely. All right. Once again, you guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button when you guys come in the building. Wipe your feet on the rug. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Like I said, we're not going live. I'm not going live today on YouTube. I'm going to be off of YouTube for a week. I have another YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link up in the comment section. Because I know a lot of people are missing me on YouTube right now. We're just on Facebook and Twitter. Okay? You guys, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys don't be ninja watchers. All right, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are turn your notification bells on. I know people turn off their notifications because they're tired of getting different notifications, but turn your notification on for me. Turn your notification bell on for me. So every time I drop new content, you guys get notified when the new content drops. All right. This is not gonna be a long podcast. It's not gonna be a long one. Once again, I didn't expect to just be on Facebook, but nonetheless, no one monkey stops the show. All right. Now, I want to give a shout out to Ezo. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Ezo on my intro music because we got some outro music this time also. All right. Let me go in my bag. I love it. Oh, wait one moment. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, wait one moment. Okay, then. Damn, you know what? We're gonna have to hold on to that also. Because my phone is dead right now, and I am playing it through the phone. But just know next week, you guys heard the intro, right? We got the intro music. We definitely got some outro music too, but things are not gonna work right now because my phone is literally dead right now. All right, we gotta charge it up. L.O.T.S approved media. I just want to tell you guys, man, thank you guys for being in the building. Thank you for you guys and your being in attendance always and your consistency. It's real love over here. All right. Once again, I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. The incomparable, often imitated but never duplicated. The one they took their style from. The elected, the appointed, the voice that count. Once again, L.O.T.S approved. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 46. And yes, this is the countdown to episode number 50. All right, definitely this is the countdown to episode number 50. And with that being said, let me get some horns, baby. Drop a bomb for that. L.O.T.S approved media, and we out the building. You guys enjoy your weekend. Till next week, if God willing, see you guys next week.